it's Kristin, and welcome to the next segment of Cooking with Kristin. This actually is Baking with Kristin. You guys asked for a few holiday baking recipes, so this is how we're going to start out the 31 days of Kristin, is with this recipe. This is one you guys have asked about before, so I thought I would go ahead and start off with with this one. I originally started making these for the holidays a few years ago, but once the kids on my youth board got their hands on one of these, they started requesting it more often. So I do make them more often. These are not healthy in any way, shape, or form. Are these healthy? So let me just preface it with that. This is definitely something that I make to give away or make to bring somewhere. Always a crowd pleaser. Some people call these whoopie pies, but the whoopie pies that I have had are not this consistency. So take that for what it's worth. So the first thing that you're going to need is 2 Devil's Food cake mixes. And these are the Betty Crocker ones, but whichever. You're going to need a cup of oil, vegetable oil, canola oil, whatever kind of canola oil you want to use. Some people I've seen lately have been using coconut oil. I don't know much about coconut oil, so I can't speak to that. And then 4 eggs. So I'm going to go ahead and get those all in here and mix them up. Add the oil. Cake mixes are in there, of course. You know, by the power of video editing. We're going to add the oil. And now I'm just going to, since this is here, instead of dirtying another dish, I'm just going to crack my eggs into this. One by one to make sure, and this is, for those of you that maybe this is the first thing you're attempting to bake, I don't know. You always want to crack your egg into something before you dump it in case it's not a good egg. Okay, so everything is in here now. You're going to just mix it up. And then I will show you the consistency of what it looks like. Okay, so that is the consistency that you're going to be looking for. It's kind of dough-like, but you can't really, I mean, you just mix it until it's mixed up. Nothing crazy special. Okay, and because I am going to be recording 2 videos at one time here, and I'm going to do another baking video right while this is chilling. I'm going to put this into another bowl, and you want to let this chill for 1 hour, and then after it's chilled for an hour, I will come back and show you the next step. Okay, so your batter has chilled in, I was going to say cooled. It cooled, but it also chilled in the refrigerator. And now I'm going to take this is my Pampered Chef small scoop, but you can take a spoon, whichever you want. This just makes it easier for me. And I'm going to scoop out 12 of these, okay? It doesn't matter where you place them right now, because you're gonna need to roll them into a prettier ball than that. I mean, come on, you guys know how OCD I am. You think that's gonna be okay? So you want to get 12 of these out on your pan. Okay, and you certainly, if you had a larger pan, you could do more than 12. Just saying, for your average size cookie sheet, you want to do 12. And then you're just gonna roll them into a ball. Make sure your jewelry's off. This actually be really good for your skin because these are really oily. Again, as with most recipes, I always stress this, but do not, spit it out, Kristin. Do not grease your cookie sheet. If you do that and then there's all the oil in this, it really is going to burn very quickly. So don't do that. That would be bad. Okay, so I'm going to finish these and then I'll be right back to you. Okay, so I have this cookie sheet done. I'm going to go ahead and stick these in the oven. You want to bake them for 8 minutes. Just kind of, again, keep an eye on your oven, depending at 350 degrees. And then as you are making your cookies, just to note, make sure that you make an even number of cookies, because otherwise you're going to end up with one that doesn't, there's a top and a bottom, so this is the top to that bottom. Another reason why you want to make these uniform is so that they will look the same. Your top and the bottom will be the same size, so they look like a big Oreo. So I'm going to stick these in the oven, and then I will come back to show you the neat little trick you need to do when they come out of the oven. Okay, so I've just taken these out of the oven, and this is the fun part, and this is crucial. These need to be flat, and see how they're kind of rounded because they're like a cake mix? So you're going to take your pan, and you're going to go from about here. Ready? Cover your ears. Oh yeah, that's what you're going to do, because you want them to go flat. Okay, we're going to do the next one. Because why show you one when I can show you 2? Ready? Oh yeah, it's really fun. It's the best part of making these cookies. All right, I'm gonna do the rest of these and then I'll come back and show you how to make the filling. Okay, so while you are finishing baking the cookies and your other cookies are cooling, you can go ahead and make the filling. So you want to grab 8 ounces of cream cheese and get that in your little mixer, whatever mixer you are using. And then you're going to put in 1/4 of a cup or 1/2 stick of butter, minus all of the wrapping. Just saying, it's a good idea. And then I like to give that a little zhuzh here. Okay, and to that you're going to add 2½ cups of powdered sugar. When I'm baking, I'm an exact measurer. And let those combine. Again, you want to start just on like 1 or 2 and let it go before you kick her up the full notch so you don't have powdered sugar in your face. Okay, I'll stop partway through and just push everything down off of my beaters, scrape the sides, you know, make sure everything is as it's supposed to be. And then the last ingredient you want to put in is 1 teaspoon of vanilla. Again, use good vanilla. So this is what the consistency should look like. And what I'm going to do then is I'm just going to stick this in the fridge while I finish the cookies. And once they're cool, I'm going to pull it out and we will go ahead and get them filled. Okay, so your final step for these cookies is simply going to be to fill them. I've taken this out of the fridge. It doesn't have to be chilled. I just prefer to put it in there while these are finishing baking and cooling. So you want to grab 2 cookies, and some of them obviously are going to be, they're not all going to be exact. So try to match up top and bottom if you can. But you're just gonna take a little bit of the filling, put it in there like that. This is my favorite way to fill them. And then I just take the cookie and I twist it like that, and there you have your cookie. I'll show you close up. Okay, so this is what the cookie looks like close up. Looks like yumminess, doesn't it? Okay, so I'm going to get these filled up, and I am taking them actually off to the youth board tonight. As I said, that's the thing that they requested the most over anything. It's my homemade Oreos. So I'm going to get these filled, and I'm going to get my car packed, and off I go. Thank you guys so much for watching. I hope that you enjoyed this. If you have any questions, leave them below. I will, of course, get back to you as quick as I can, and I will talk to you very soon. Bye!